So I want to congratulate South Africans for something South Africans didn't even know they did. But I would open my mouth and teach you people something right now. Concerning this beauty pageantry on this Chidinma stuff, having won, having been the second position or having won the second position in the Miss Universe thing. So let's stop painting all these first runner of something. In second position, we call it near success syndrome. Denmark won it. So it doesn't matter how much noise they make, it was a second position. So let me tell you people something right now. Let me open your eyes to something.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode on Life of an African Woman. Thank you so much for all your love, your comments, your likes, your shares on here. I do not and cannot take it for granted, guys. And I want to especially appreciate those who have really, come to understand my own point of view, my opinion, my objective constructively and respectfully since the journey of, giving out my opinion, my input on this Chidinma's issue, guys. And yes, I think we are finding our path to the truth, and it is not over until it is over. And at the end of the day, what we want is nothing but the truth, so that if we say we want to unite, we want to stand as one Africans, we should stand on the path of the truth and nothing but the truth. Until we learn to tell ourselves the truth, accept the truth for what it is, live with it and work with it, it is not going to be easy. I told you all that this journey of truth is not going to be easy, because almost 70%, let's say 80 to 90% of Africans, particularly in this case Nigerians, do not want to hear the truth. And you're trying to tell them the truth or make them see reasons why they should accept things for the way it is, not attaching emotions and sentiments. They will always find a way around it. They will always give you one excuse or the other. They will always want to take you back and forth. They will always want to linger and linger and linger, dance and dance. But at this point, guys, you see the way the whole thing is playing out, that the truth is coming out, and like we all know, it is only when the law has been passed and verdicts has been pronounced, that's when we can say, okay, it is what it is. But at this point, just like you all are asking my South Africans and Nigerians so many unanswered questions, like I've got so many unanswered questions from the angle of Chidinma, based on what South Africans want to hear. Where is Chidinma's parents? Why are they not talking? Like, why are the other media platforms that we are really rancouring based on this issue now silent? It is now people, the online uncles and aunties, that are now taking it upon themselves to be defending an unjust cause, an untruthful cause, right? But until it is being declared and proven guilty completely, even though we know that it is on the path of lies, and at the end of the day, based on the South Africans' request for them to prove their identity, we leave everything pending. But I still think there is more to it. I have a brother, like my brother from another mother, from the Igbo tribe. That's to tell you that not everybody is the same. Not all Africans, Nigerians, South Africans, Cameroonians, name it, are the same. Everybody is different. This guy has always been one guy that stood for the truth. Yes, if you know, you know. And you will only love him if you are on the path of truthfulness and on a just cause. If you are not on that path and you have criminal tendencies, you have iota of lies and deceit in you, you will not like him, neither will you even like me. And you see, we are used to all these things. You guys, don't be scared. I'm used to my Nigerians. After all, I'm in Nigeria, living in Nigeria, so I'm not scared when they come at me, say all sorts of things. I know how to deal and handle them, right? But if you are on the path of truth in a nutshell, you will like this guy, his opinion, his ideas, his perspective towards trivial issues, controversial issues that people mostly shy away from the truth, right? Let's hear him talk based on this Chidinma's issue, because I got to stumble on his video and I got to understand a lot of points from his own opinion. Let's hear him talk briefly and I will be right back.
First of all, South Africans, I love you guys. This is not patronage. This is a compliment. I am from Nigeria. I am in Nigeria, but I am not of Nigeria. Up here, I'm not Nigerian at all. So I want to congratulate South Africans for something South Africans didn't even know they did. But I would open my mouth and teach you people something right now. Concerning this beauty pageantry on this Chidinma stuff, having won, having been the second position or having won the second position in the Miss Universe thing. So let's stop painting all these first runner of something. In second position, we call it near success syndrome. Denmark won it. So it doesn't matter how much noise they make, it was a second position. So let me tell you people something right now. Let me open your eyes to something. This girl, her name is Chidinma. The word Chidinma, the name Chidinma is from Igbo tribe. I am from Igbo. I am in Igbo land. My name is Chimdendo. Chidinma means God is good. Alright? So imagine if this girl had won in South Africa and had gone to represent or had gone to contest with the world or with other parts of the countries in the world under South Africa, and probably had come second. Do you know what Nigerians would have said? do you know what Nigerians would have said? South Africans, you don't even know the good you've done for yourselves. Nigerians would have simply said that a Nigerian conquered South Africa and went on and almost conquered the world. And they will tell you that is how good Nigerians are. So it is so good that South Africans quickly refrained and restrained this girl. This to me is not xenophobia. And when we look at it with facts and figures, it's actually not xenophobia. I'm not shocked that when South Africans say that the parents came through illegal means. I mean, this is what we all do. This is what the Igbo tribe in Nigeria is known to do. Criminal tendencies, I've always said this is very glaring. So, in such situation, or having said this, you see that South Africans exonerated themselves from a curse, from something that they wouldn't have lived through, from something that they would go to bed and would not sleep. Because Nigerians will keep on saying that a Nigerian came to South Africa and conquered South Africa. You hear them saying those things in the other parts of the world. So it is so good that you people rejected this girl who comes from a criminal background, and here let her go to the world and become a second runner-up under Nigeria. The fact remains that Nigerians took a South African reject, and that is an applause to South Africans. South Africans, I salute your boldness. I salute your courage. All South Africans, I love you guys.
Guys, did you hear the analysis of this guy? Very straight to the point, blunt, and very truthful. You see, if you're a Nigerian, a typical Nigerian who understands Nigerians, right? I don't mean those who are afloat, who do not really understand. I mean understanding a typical Nigerian's character, especially on the negative. You should be able to detect the lies, the deceit, the hypocrisy, and the pretense. And in a nutshell, I would say that I still keep wondering how God created us in such a way that, or I don't even know if it's God, because God cannot create people in such manner. I don't know how most Nigerians grew into this attitude, characteristics of what? Arrogance and pride, that no matter what a Nigerian does on the wrong path, you try to correct them. They will always want to argue with you that they are right. They would never want to pull their ego aside, keep their arrogance aside, accept the truth for what it is. Even if they are seeing it, or you catch them red-handed, that, oh, you are committing a crime, they will still want to dabble and twist the whole thing and even manipulate it against you. You see, that manipulative character of a typical Nigerian is what pisses me off the most. In the course of talking about this, I've got a lot of comments from even my own Nigerians, which I told you I'm not really disturbed about. Like, if you know me, you know me. Those things don't move me. Like I said, so long as I know that I am standing for my truth, do whatever you want, say whatever you want, I stand where I stand. I cannot wake up the following morning because you think you want to pressure me into telling things a certain way to suit you, to please you and displease myself, which is not the truth in a nutshell. Guys, at this point, the reason why I really want to talk more and finally on this is because, like I said, we need to be on a clean slate to achieve the African unity. And it is only when, like I said, we begin to accept the truth. See, this guy has said a lot of points that if truly you guys didn't react the way you reacted, somehow, based off what you believe is right from wrong, all he has said here is really the truth, nothing but the bitter truth. Like I said, the truth is always bitter. It's high time we keep our pride aside as Nigerians and accept the truth. You see, the point is, you will not know that you have an issue except someone sees it in you and points it out to you. And your ability to say, okay, I accept it, and you work on it, makes you a better person. And that's what I want us to begin to act and think like, other than shying away from it. The more you push away the truth, you shy away from the truth, the more it's compounded. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, like I heard from some of you, the matter is still pending in the court and it will all be addressed. And I believe time will tell, and at the end of the day, the truth will prevail over lies. So let's keep our fingers crossed. And moving on, I will really let the world know that it is not all South Africans, like South Africa's xenophobia that they are talking about, carrying and ravaging. It is not all about that. I will let the world know, we have to let the world know that there is more to us and there are better things we stand for. When Nigerians even want to bring the manipulative talk of xenophobia and all those stuff, they do not sit down and ask themselves, back home, do these people unalive themselves? Do these people fight themselves? Do these people kill themselves? Do they rival against themselves? These are the questions that, yes, if you weigh it and weigh the options and ask the same question in Nigeria, you will see that even Nigerians unalive their fellow Nigerians and do a whole lot of stuff. But That is not majorly what we're here for. We are here for nothing but change, a positive change. That if you know you have anything that is not right, sitting well with you as a human being, as an individual, no matter whom you are, it's high time you look within yourself, look deep, and have a change of character. That young man here has said it all, and there are still amazing Nigerians, just as we have amazing South Africans out there that stands for nothing but the truth. And these are the kind of people I want to really attract and keep on my channel, because I want us to have this positive mindset and work with this positive mindset towards, you know, standing for the truth and uniting ourselves as one, seeing beyond our loopholes, our shortcomings, our weaknesses, improving on ourselves and on a daily basis, and amounting to success. Great one. This 2025, the year is just starting. I know that there are a lot of expectations here and there from so many of us, looking up to God that we will meet up with our goals, our dreams, our purpose, and our target at the end of the day, which will definitely come to pass. So if you like it on here, there are so many amazing contents, guys, when I tell you, that are coming your way based on what it is, as our differences, our similarities, you know, are good, are bad, are ugly. We'll bring them here, put them on the table, digest it, analyze it, react on it, you know, say it just the way it is, so that we will have a common understanding, a common goal and prospect, and achieving great success at the end of the day. That is all for today. What are your thoughts, your opinion, your inputs? Leave them all in the comment section. And once again, thank you for watching till this very end. If you are yet to like, please hit on the like button, share, subscribe if you're not. It's totally free of charge. If you like what you see here, promising that you'll get premium value and quality for your time and your effort, right? Keeping it real, happy, safe, and blessed on here on the stable of your hosts, Life of an African Woman, on this channel. Till I see you in my next one, to have a lovely, a peaceful, a blessed, and a successful day out there. But for now, bye guys.